In order to end this, before we are going to still dance, but just before we end this, His Excellency has a word for us, which Honorable Nasiru is going to deliver to us.
Good evening, ladies. Specifically, because there seems at the end of the speech, there seems to be a kind gesture which I figured I should let out. The President CEO, this is, as I read on his behalf, the President CEO, Women of Love, members of the High Table, all protocols duly and respectively observed. I feel highly honored to be here in the historic city of Cork, not only for the purpose of receiving the 2013 Women of Love Award, but to also identify myself and the good people of Katsina State with the noble cause of empowering the girl child and woman. I am aware that this is the second time this government NGO is holding such an occasion, and I therefore take pride in being part of the history of its self-sacrificing objectives. I am convinced that this organization has a bright future with many goods to come. Distinguished invited guests, I personally consider this occasion important because it is aimed at uplifting the status of women by promoting their rights, protecting their dignity, and by generally assisting them in whatever kind of way to assure that they take their rightful place in societal scheme of things. It is no coincidence that my administration shares similar ambitions with a burning zeal to see girls and women realize their fullest potentials. Already, far-reaching measures are being taken to not only treat women with dignity, but to also lay a foundation for lasting liberation and integration of a woman in all spheres of human endeavor. Within our challenges and societal values, the state government has had the privilege to take the lead in many of these efforts. Just to recapitulate some of the measures taken, permit me to state to this August gathering that in my first tenure, specifically in late 2007, and upon realization of the alarming level of poverty among the rural women, my administration introduced an interest-free loan program of over $1.2 million to women groups and associations. This was particularly to serve as an immediate cushioning effect for economic empowerment. For a more permanent solution and in a similar vein, various scale acquisition programs were unveiled to train the women on how to evolve, develop, and sustain various small-scale businesses to enhance wealth creation and reduce the twinge of poverty. Through a combination of our determination and linkages, Katsina State was also chosen among the states in Nigeria to benefit from the UNICEF DFID-assisted Girl Child's Development Program. It is all within this arrangement and focus that the most recently development was that enrollment for Girls Child in Katsina has increased by 30%. As we are all aware, the challenges of economic empowerment for women in the development world is very overwhelming, hence our decision to catch them young. And I do remember the slogan of this association being, when you educate a girl, you educate the future. For this very reason, we therefore embarked on the construction of Girls Child primary schools in each of our 34 local governments. And as I earlier said, the program, which is being closely monitored and evaluated by the donor agencies, is progressing appreciably, and latest reports indicate that the girl child enrollment is up by 30%. The state government has also introduced a mass transit program specifically for girls in order to safeguard them from the hazards associated with the patronage of commercial transport. I am happy to also announce that about 50 qualified girls have been sponsored this year alone to study various professions abroad. This occasion to me is a moment to reflect and to be further spurred to take measures that would uplift the status of women, knowing fully well credible organization with widespread monitoring tacticals like the Women of Love is watching. I thank the organizers most sincerely for appreciating our efforts, and I accept this award wholeheartedly. And by that, I also wish to donate a token of $20,000 to the association.